And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. Into the box. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's played forward. No, that's overhit. En-Nesyri. Mazraoui. And he's there to clear it. Morocco get it back again. Now Mazraoui. Brahim Diaz. Played back towards his own goal. And the ball's a good one here. Oh, such a clever touch. Clears it away. And that is out of play. Aguirre. Gently done. Passes short and sharp. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Shapes to shoot! A real chance and a real let-off. Stood up well to him there. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And with that, can get it clear. Morocco can counter promptly here. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Played out towards the right wing. That has been knocked clear. Pinches it off him. Brahim Diaz. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Brahim Diaz, and he was alert to it. Forwards and with intent. Good spot, he's seen the run. Has crossed into the middle. And that should be the keeper's. Played into the middle. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Amrabat, who has set up 2 goals. Brahim Diaz. Mazraoui. Amrabat. That's Brahim Diaz. Mazraoui. Oh, that's nice. Keeps it so gently. Out of play for a goal kick. He's in plenty of space here. Brahim Diaz. Forward it goes. Amrabat. Lovely feet. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Amrabat. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Morocco have it back, and they can go again. Brahim Diaz. He is through here. And now the breakaway. He has found the way through. Face to face with the keeper. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Nice bit of skill and he's away. Chance! It's there!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better. Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat. There's a great ebb and flow to this clash, and it's above all expectations for me.
Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Cross goes in there. Good play on the left-hand side here. And the shot! Decent progress down the left. Tries the cross. Up to meet it! It's in! And they've come roaring back into the lead. Where does this go from here? A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
He's got 4. That is remarkable.
Doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
And he's on a charge. Smoothly does it. Now here's the delivery.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
And it's hoisted clear. Crosses it in. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. And now they can spring out of defence. Spread out to the left.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Now it's En-Nesyri. He's a sharp little ball here. Forwards and with intent. Nasraoui. Oh, sweet feet. That's well blocked, and back out it comes. Shifted upfield. That's... Gently done. Aguirre. Nasraoui. En-Nesyri calmly anticipates. Nasraoui. Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz.
Mufid fouled, free kick Morocco, taken quickly as well. This is the incident. Mushiri just catching the trailing leg of Mufid. Morocco have taken quick and worked the ball down the far flank. Looking for space here. There's players in the area. It's worked away by the captain, Kibwage. And then cleared a little wide of Ryan Orgam, who was making a fine run out wide. Kibwage. Nahoda, they call him. Morocco showing some impetus, seeking Mulua, who is into a really good position. Khalid Aidorhan also got himself into a little pocket of space. The Mexican wave has started early at the Moy International Sports Centre. It's making its way around the venue as these two sides go head to head. There's a buoyed atmosphere and buzz in this venue, and it's all for Kenya, the co-hosts, taking on the two-time champions. The second two-time champions they face in this group. They beat Democratic Republic of Congo by 1-0 in their first game. Rimat. Little 1-2 with Riahi. Eventually work it back after Omondi got himself into a position to challenge for possession. Luadni, a fine fullback as well, but a very versatile player who can play across virtually any position in a back three or back four. Delivery from Bilamari, cleared by the Kenyan defence. Mansour again standing tall. He's really stepped up seamlessly to senior international football. It's been a standout and very consistent. Free kick, Morocco. This is the Burkinabe referee. Morocco look to take quickly, but the referee will signal to everyone on the pitch. He had asked the players to wait for the whistle before he sounded. Kibwage was just getting a little too physical with his opponent, Aidorhan. Kibwage brings a fair deal of international experience. He's been a Harambee Stars player since 2018, a debut against Eswatini. He's known for his composure on the ball, and he's going to need it today against the Morocco side, who in their opening game looked imperious. Bino Mondi, the Bandari goalkeeper. Six saves from 7 shots against Angola. A couple of saves in the opening game. He's only conceded one as Omondi at this tournament. Morocco will want to change that here. Imadriai stands over this. Chip ball in, the header is there, and the post comes to the rescue for Kenya, and then the captain Kibwage works it away. It's still alive. Belamri feeds it in. Omondi gets a touch on it. Aidorhan has gone down, and then a powerful shot that just sails over the crossbar, but the offside flag has gone up. And a frenetic passage of play has come to a rather abrupt halt. But Kenya can breathe a momentary sigh of relief. Just straying into an offside position, the captain Rimatu laid it across the path of goal. Aidorhan with the header that hit the woodwork. Morocco play an expansive game. And they can play a very expressive game as well. Tariq Siktoui was a dangerous winger in his playing days. He likes his side to go for goals. There he is. Two coaches have a very healthy respect for one another. They know each other, Siktoui and Benny McCarthy. When Siktoui joined Porto in 2006, just as Benny McCarthy was preparing to leave for the Premier League in England, they enjoyed a pre-season together, and the two African players got to know each other rather well. And now now, nearly 20 years on. They meet as opposing coaches in this tournament. And there might be a little something on. Morocco have a brief appeal as Riai goes down up towards Ogam now, who's got a chance to feed. And the offside flag goes up as a long-range effort is taken from Boniface Mushiri. Habib Omar Sanu of Burkina Faso raises his flag to signal offside. This was Riai breaking into that 18-yard area. It was a muted appeal from Morocco. Challenge from Omondi, who tracked back from a very high position on the field to cut in front of his opponent and claim the ball brilliantly. Rimat, Belamari, pass to Mondi, back to his captain. There's Riai, Belamari, into space. It needed something special, and El Mahraoui nearly provided it with the outside of the boot. The McNess player discusses seemingly tactics. Boniface Mushiri, he's down under the challenge on the far side. Here's Omondi. Just collecting comfortably. He's going to need to be at his very best, you suspect. But Benny McCarthy has spoken about how special each and every one of the players in this squad is. And he believes firmly that if they can settle and find their rhythm early, they can pull off a result against the Morocco side that is much feared and indeed much favoured in this fixture. Rimat. Right, Khan. Luadni. Rimat. Turned 31 just 3 days ago, having celebrated his birthday here in Nairobi. Mahraoui wide. It'll be collected by Bouchai Barassi, 25-year-old, one of two Raja Casablanca defenders who start. Lamari the other. They were both part of that Raja side that won the invincible double 2 seasons ago, 2023-2024. They won the Botola Pro and the Throne Cup, going the entire season undefeated, breaking numerous records on their way to that double crown. Mufid couldn't quite bring that ball under control, and a promising Moroccan move comes to a sudden halt. In fairness, it was incredibly difficult back live. Aitor Khan has possession, flicks it out wide. Mufid wanted to collect from Mahraoui, who tried to drive his way through by himself, but doesn't find success with the ball at his feet. Trickles over the goal line. Mufid wanted that ball back. Aitor Khan had put himself in a good position to receive as well. Good pressure from the Kenyan defence. That is much changed from the defensive lineups that did duty in their opening 2 fixtures against Democratic Republic of Congo and Angola. Mohamed Siraji getting an opportunity to start today. Mike Kibwage comes in and captains. Louis Bundy gets his first start. Only Sylvester Owino. In fact, he's the only outfield player for Kenya to have played a minute of this tournament so far for the host nation. Luadni. Riai. Rush looking for a way through, looks for the return ball, it's too strong. Khan and Bosch run back to their positions in midfield. The idea was good. Riai just trying to chip it over the top for either one of those two to run onto it. Khan, though, turned around and signaled to Riai, lay it into my feet. Jiri, good footwork, gets away from two. Mansour Back to his defence. A defender by trade, playing in a defensive midfield role for Benny McCarthy's side at this tournament. Bundy forward into the path of Omondi, who looks to get away from Bellamari. It'll be out on the far side, but I think it might be a free kick to Kenya here. Bellamari not allowing Omondi to get going. Dangerous player, the Raja player, Casablanca born. But he was called out by Walid Regragui, the national team coach, as cover for Nusayr Mazraoui in October last year. Made his debut in a 5-0 win over Central African Republic in the AFCON qualifiers. He had made his senior debut as an 18-year-old under Regragui and FUS Rabat. Bushiri goes deep, maybe a little too deep. Owino doing his best to keep it in play. He's only just managed to square it back to catch the Moroccan defender and find another corner. Kenya applying some pressure. Can they capitalise? 15 minutes gone, goalless it remains. Nodded towards the back post, not cleared. Ogam, delivery back in, frantic and desperate appeals for a handball and penalty, but the referee says free kick Morocco. Ryan Ogam feels aggrieved. Morocco concerned. All laid back in. I think it's Mulua who's gone down a little awkwardly. With his arms tucked behind his back. The referee had awarded a free kick earlier. Benny McCarthy in conversation with Vasili Manusakis, his assistant coach. McCarthy, after all his massive successes as a player, has already achieved much as a coach. Here's Mulua. And he receives a little medical attention. That's the incident. Ogam and Mulua challenging one another. Referee blowing for that foul. Tarek Sikturi, he will not be intimidated by the rather partisan crowd here in Kasarani at the Moi International Sports Centre. He knows what his side is capable of. He recognises their ability. He spent most of his playing career in Netherlands and Portugal, Sikturi, including a few seasons at Porto. And as I mentioned, he overlapped with Benny McCarthy for a while. A couple of fouls in the game so far. What we're waiting for is shots on target. Morocco have had one shot, none on target. And you've yet to have a go at the Moroccan goal. El Harar. And it came through the Shabab Mohammedia youth setup. Disappointingly for Mohammedia, club relegated this past season. He actually helped promote them to the Botola Pro. His first season as a senior back in 2019-2020. Herrera was in goal. Joined Raja though last year on a 3-year deal. Towards Omondi, but that ball skips harmlessly away. It'll be a throw into Morocco. Rimat. Bellamri looks long. Wanted Mulua to chase, but Kibwagi has this under control. Former FC Leopards and KCB man. Cross to Uino. Maya man. The Lindsay Stars player, Mushiri, cuts it back inside for Manzour, also of KCB. Mushiri looks from range, but he pulls his effort wide of target. Kenya looking to settle into their rhythm. There's a problem here for one of the Moroccan players. I think it might be Mulua, who's down again. And an unappreciative reaction from the crowd. Riai, Aitar Khan, Bash all stand over their teammate. Aitar Khan signalling substitution time. They've got some dangerous players on the bench, including that man, Oussama Lamloui, player of the season. His past campaign in Morocco, the man who helped Berkane to the CAF Confederation Cup title. Not only helped him, he was top scorer. It looks like, though, Younes El Kaabi is the man. And if the name El Kaabi rings a bell, it's because his brother shot to prominence in this competition. This is a look, a move from Kenya a moment ago. Ben Stanley Omondi out wide. Boniface Ushiri on the inside, saw a little bit of space. He'd go from a rather ambitious range. Kibwagi and Bandi being gifted instructions from final instructions for Younes El Kaabi. There's the captain of Kenya, Omar Aboud, a 32-year-old from the reigning league champions Kenya Police. On the bench today, Benny McCarthy said he was going to surprise a few. Indeed, he has surprised a few with his 6-change lineup that did duty against Angola on match day 2. It's an inauspicious start for Morocco. They're going to make an injury and forced substitution early on here. The FUS Rabat striker Ayoub Mulua, a leading scorer in Morocco's top flight this past season, is going to make way. But on in his place, an incredibly dangerous young talent who has the ability to change the complexion of a game, much as his brother did. Well, Ayoub Mulua leaves the field of play. Younes El Kaabi makes his way on. The 24-year-old who's just joined Renaissance Sportive de Berkane, RS Berkane, the CAF Confederation Cup champions from Raja Casablanca, where he spent the last 7 years. But for many, and it's a role he's looking to step out of. He wants to step out of the shadow of his older brother, Ayoub El Kaabi, now at Olympiacos in Greece. Former national team player who was a 2-time winner of the African Nations Championship in 2018 and 2020. Being named top scorer and player of the tournament at 2018. Lamari forward up towards El Kaabi, who nods it back down, and Manzour collects possession for Kenya, much to the delight of the home fans. Over 20 minutes gone. We're halfway through this opening half. No goals as yet, no shots on target from either one of these sides. Long-range effort from Kenya and an effort off target from Morocco as well. All that the sides have to show for their industry so far. It's not looking good for Mulua. I hope he's done no damage. Rimat. Leaking space. Finds Arasi on the far side. Riai down the centre, looks to chip the ball in behind the Kenyan defensive line. The idea was good, and certainly Anas El Mahraoui to run onto it. Second time that Riai is chipped over the Kenyan defensive line, but on neither occasion has a teammate been able to reel the ball in before it rolled harmlessly out of play. Rimat dispossessed by Omondi. Massive cheer. Just a reminder to Morocco. Every error is going to be more fodder for the encouragement of every Kenyan fan in this ground. Ogam feeds it out wide. Mushiri's got pace, but he's closed down by Bash, and eventually the ball worked away by Morocco up towards El Kabi, who can hit on transition. But again, it's Mansour, just an exceptional player who collect the ball. And he's won the free kick on the far side as well. Boucher Barassi. It was Bash who initially closed down. Arasi with the clearance, and then Mansour claimed possession. It was Mansour who was fouled. Mohamed Siraji. They call him Mastermind because he's always so calculating. Delivers. Looked inviting. Omondi with the header, but it's too close to El Harar, who'll collect comfortably and look to bowl the ball out to a defender. This time goes the way of Luadni. Goalless it remains through 25 minutes. Possession very much favouring Morocco, who are a side that, like Kenya, are not overly concerned by the amount of possession they have in a game, but rather how they use it. Morocco had relatively little possession against Angola in their first match, but romped to a 2-0 win. Arasi back with Luadni. Bilamari. Riai is waiting for the ball out wide. Bilamari with a little touch forward as Irambo looked to make his presence felt in midfield. Bilamari appealing frantically for a corner that is not given. Only stepping back, but Irambo coming across just to remind the Moroccan players that he's there. He certainly adds a very physical aspect to the game, does Crispin Irambo. One of the reasons, no doubt, Benny McCarthy has started him in today's tie. Here's Bandi. Omondi. Ben Stanley Omondi tries to get it, but Rimat has claimed possession. And again, loose transition ball for Morocco. Looks very good. Ankur Khano slows the tempo down slightly before looking to pick out the pass to El Kabi. It's very nicely defended. Siraji looking to lift that over the charging Moroccan players. He's earned a throw-in on the far side, but importantly, help Kenya defend. The ball just getting away from Luadni. That'll be a free kick to Kenya in the centre circle. Luadni with a heavy first touch. Crispin Irambo putting his body on the line. Another one of the Tusker players, Kibera Born. The two captains stand in front of referee François Cabore. Luadni with a heavy first touch. Irambo gets there, plays the ball before Luadni cuts him down. Free kick Kenya, just inside their own half in the centre circle. And Owino prepares to take. Finds Kibwage. Owino. Turned by Mufid. It'll be a Kenya throw on the far side. Bandi finds Omondi. Irambo runs onto it. Circulates the ball well. Mansour can't escape this time. Looking to hit on transition. Aitor Khan, inspired run, looks to sidestep Owino, gets away from him. Mansour is there to cause all sorts of problems for Aitor Khan. It's a great recovery from Suleiman Mansour. And that'll be a free kick to Kenya on the far side. Suktui displeased and makes his feelings known to fourth official Sadou Ali Ramu of Niger. Mansour. Kenya take quickly on the stroke of the half-hour mark. Can they find something here? Mushiri's gone central, so too the back post. Umondi waits for the delivery, but squeezed away by Delamare. Back inside to the left back now. And all as it remains through half an hour. Riai around Mansour again, but Mansour will not let him get away. Irambo got a touch, but Morocco have it back. Chip over the top, and Kibwage says, not on my watch. Ogam down, free kick Kenya, and maybe a caution to come. Indeed, the referee has got the yellow card out, and it's gone the way of Bouchai Barassi, the 25-year-old. Central defender on a yellow card is not what you want ideally. Good pressure from Ogam and Kenya. Owino steps up to take the set piece. Ogam will be excited to score his first goal for Kenya here. Be one of his aims. Lovely work from Mushiri. Ball out wide. Seeking a way through. Riai got a touch. Brought down by Omondi, and the shot is deflected away for corner. Mansour looks from range. He's impressed at under 18 level, he's impressed at under 20 level. He is absolutely impressing at full international level. Suleiman Mansour, 19-year-old from KCB, Kenya Commercial Bank. Benny McCarthy has full belief in his squad members. Mansour is repaying that faith splendidly. Another set piece. Corner opportunity for Kenya. There's third. Morocco have yet to win a corner in this game, despite dominating the possession in the early stages. Ogam and El Tabi coming together, and now a few players come together, and Luadni finds himself on the turf. Kibwage pleading innocence. Owino and Luadni just getting to know each other a little better. The referee is having a word with the two. Kibwage was trying to calm things down. A tepid embrace. The play to get back underway from a corner to Kenya. Mushiri goes deep. It was a decent looking delivery. The chance is still there for Kenya. It comes out the way of Mushiri, but it's picked up by Ben Stanley Omondi. Mushiri drives the ball in, but it's whipped away. Bash gets back to help with the clearance. Kenya are playing some inspired football. Can they break down this Moroccan defence, however? Suktui says he wants his players to use the 90 minutes effectively. His aim is victory. And McCarthy has spoken about the resilience of his side, how proud he is of his team and what they've managed to achieve so far against both Democratic Republic of Congo and Angola, and no doubt in the opening half hour here against Morocco. Omondi. Back to Kibwage. There's Bundy. There's Bundy. He's just been named the best defender and MVP for his club side, AFC Leopards, at the end of season function. Edward Omondi. Very strong mindset. His mentality is excellent. He's got a wonderful attitude as well. First shot to prominence when he left Andorra Love, his home club, for Rainbow FC. It is a man who dreams of playing for Manchester United, a club that is now coach. Benny McCarthy used to coach at. He was assistant under Eric Ten Hag at Manchester United. Kenya have had more shots than Morocco in this game. Morocco had the first, Kenya have had the last two, but neither side has produced an effort on target. We're inside the final 10 minutes of the opening half. Lovely run. Bash read it nicely. Belamari with an inch-perfect pass, and Bundy helps work the ball to safety. Not the tallest player, Bundy, but he played basketball for a number of years. He's at high school as well. He's a very instinctive player, and he's got wonderful footwork, and perhaps some of that comes from playing basketball. The on-court movement. Owino clears to a roar of approval from the home fans. Marking their tournament debut in some fashion, this edition are Kenya up against the two-time champions, crowned in 2018 and 2020. Undefeated in the last 40 Chan matches, I remind you. As much though as Morocco have pedigree and history in this competition, Stewie is very much a pragmatic coach and says that despite their many successes, his focus is not on the past, it's on what's before him here and now today. Bundy clears only as far as Riayu, who steps wide. Manzour again collects. Shot comes in, it's a snapshot, but it's well saved by Nomundi. Down into his left to deny Anas El Makhraoui. Siraj. Back to Siraj. Inside. Manzour. Bundy over the top, in the path of Omondi. Two players wait for a delivery and another at the back post. They'll get a second chance, perhaps. Irambo now. Is coming down onto the head of Ryan Organ, but he's unable to direct it goal bound. Applause for the effort in the industry on that last passage of play for Kenya. Benny McCarthy eager to see his side finish, though, as he so often did. Scored against Morocco at the Africa Cup of Nations in 1998, when he was player of the tournament. It was a 2-1 win in the quarter-finals for Bafana Bafana. Rimat, quite wide. Eitor Khan. Lamari. Eitor Khan. This stadium, built for the All-Africa Games in 1987. Eitor Khan represented Morocco at the last African Games in 2019 in Rabat. Or the edition before Ghana, I should say. Makhraoui. a moment ago, spilled ball that he was able to take a snapshot from. It was a fine effort, and also top draw from Omondi. Watchful all the way. The Bandari keeper denied Morocco what was the first shot on target in this game. A couple of Bandari players who featuring for McCarthy's side. Bandari, the coastal club based in Mombasa. Siraj another estimates in that left back role today. That'll be a free kick to Morocco. Shiri, a little too eager to try to win the ball back. He's got some international experience. He played in the United States for a season. It was an injury-interrupted season for him. Played in the USL League 2 for Golden State Force. Nicely defended and worked away by Crispino Rambo up to Ben Stanley Omondi. The idea was good, but it was cut out by the man who was cautioned a short while ago, Bouchai Barassi. Morocco have it back. Amari don't want to go near Mansour. Morocco recognise the ability of the 19-year-old. Trying to stay away from him and use the flanks. Mansour is drifting to the far flank, and he's so far cut out all the Moroccan efforts down that flank, the right flank. Omondi being applauded. Ben Stanley Omondi, a short while ago, looking for a little bit of space. Ogam was there to chase. And the frustration apparent for Benny McCarthy. He was one of the finest finishers on the African continent. Mansour feeding the pass out to Mushiri. Ben Stanley Omondi. Ben Stanley Omondi with a chance to shoot, takes the deflection, it's come the way of Ogam. Ogam turns left, fires home! Kenya lead! Building up to half-time, and Ryan Ogam lives up to his billing as he fires Kenya in front in Kasarani. That was a sensational finish from Ogam. He was marked out as the player to watch at this tournament. He is to the delight of the partisan home fans. Nairobi erupts, Kenya erupts, Harambee Stars lead. It's joy and jubilation, but we're not even halfway into this tie. Ryan Ogam, what a reward for a player who can finish with aplomb and brilliance. 15 goals this past campaign, but it was injury interrupted. The chance was there. Ogam sidesteps two and then fires it past 6 Morocco players. Pinpoint accuracy. Take a bow. Ryan Wesley Ogam. McCarthy couldn't wait, and then it came. Munib Josephs is there with him. So is the entire country of Kenya. Ogam strikes, Morocco trail. Is there something special on the cards today? El Harar concedes for the first time. Morocco have had 38 final third entries. That goal came from Kenya's 10th. Luadni out wide, Arasi. Mufid. wanting to get involved. Arasi back with Luadni. Aitwar Khan has dropped a little deeper and drifted toward the left. Benny McCarthy, and indeed his Kenyan players, would know that this job is only halfway done. But they do have the all-important opening goal in this tie. Down the flank, and Omondi prevents that ball from going over the goal line. Another look. Ben Stanley Omondi with a shot that was blocked by Mufid, and then Ogam pounced on the loose ball, sidestepped the defender who is cutting back to close him down, and 6 Moroccan players in front of him. Despite that, he finds a way through. It's pinpoint, it's precision, it's perfect for Kenya. So no longer is Austin Odhiambo the only Kenya player who has scored at this tournament. He scored both Kenya's goals in their opening 2 fixtures. As we hit the 45-minute mark here in Kasarani, 4 minutes of additional time. Rimat playing in a more advanced position now, finds Elkabi. Elkabi had a little space, but Kiwagi closed him down quickly. Still an opportunity here for Morocco, scrambled away, but only as far as Ziai, who tries to follow up, and Bundy takes one for the team. Bundy taking the ball to a very delicate part of the body. Anas El Makhraoui, meanwhile, is down. Lewis Bundy put his body on the line to defend from this passage of play. Owino squeezed it out only as far as Rai. Bundy closed down quickly. El Makhraoui and Bundy both down. Makhraoui down after Kirambo had ploughed into him. Morocco are approaching 50 final third entries in this opening half. They've yet to score. They dominate possession, but they don't lead on the scoreboard. Ryan Ogam separates these sides. The Tusker man from Nairobi. For many, the player to watch. There was talk about him moving to Algeria. The Giants, USM Alger, wanted him, but the move didn't materialise. A move to Sweden collapsed. Now there is a VAR check going on here. And it's for Irambo. Certainly goes into El Makhraoui. And the referee, Kabore, needs to make a decision to determine whether or not Kenya have players who receive red cards in successive games. Irambo was brought in for his physicality, and that, I'm afraid, is a very dangerous looking challenge. Kabore will look at it again before making an informed decision. But this could be bad news for Kenya on the stroke of half-time. El Makhraoui working the ball away. Irambo over the top. A FIFA official since 2020, the Burkinabe. He was well positioned to make the call, but there was plenty of frenetic action going on in that passage of play. The VAR check is over. Vincent Kabore has made his decision based on the VAR, and it's going to be a free kick to Morocco. Does he go to the back pocket? Irambo's off. Irambo is off. Benny McCarthy protests. He protests loudly. But by the letter of the law, endangering the safety of an opponent speaks to a red card, and the referee, Vincent Kabore, has made an informed decision to end this match for Crispin Irambo. Kenya, for successive matches, have a player sent off. It was Marvin Nabwire in the last game against Angola. Is Crispin Irambo here? And that, I'm afraid, is a red card. Irambo departs. Kenya down to 10. When they played some inspired football with 10 against Angola, they did not concede while they were down by a player, but they'll need to do it against a far sterner opponent in Morocco here. Squad captain Aboud has a word with Irambo, who's applauded off by the capacity crowd. He put in a very sharp shift in the in disappointing fashion. So free kick to Morocco is how play gets back underway on the stroke of half-time. Igor Khan stands over this one, just outside the 18-yard area. Will it be Bellamari? It will be. Low and flat, and Omondi is well positioned to deny Morocco an equaliser. The fullback strikes it clean, but he strikes it straight at the well-positioned Omondi. He's now thumped that ball downfield and gone all the way to the opposition goalkeeper. Morocco have dominated possession in this game. And that is the end of an opening half that has yielded one goal, and it's gone the way of Ryan Wesley Ogam, the 20-year-old sensational striker with a pinpoint precision finish. This gifted Kenya lead, but they are down by a player. El Harar concedes for the first time. And as the players march towards their change rooms at half-time, Ogam's goal separates the teams. Kenya are up by a goal, but they're down a player against Morocco at half-time. Crispin Irambo's red card in this opening half. The players march to the tunnel. Well, they lined up against one another statistically. It was dominant for Morocco in the possession stakes. And while they had the lion's share of shots in the early stages, Kenya came back to have 5 shots at goal. One of them on target, tucked into the back of the net by Ryan Ogam. It separates these sides at half-time. The passing accuracy of Morocco would please Sakdewi, but not much else when you look at these statistics overall. Kenya have won the only 3 corners of the game so far. Morocco have been rather muted in transition ball, but they have looked dangerous in periods, and they're looking to capitalize on that with a 1-player advantage in the second half. Kenya have collected their 2nd red card of this tournament. Kenya and Morocco went head-to-head in a Group A fixture at the Total Energies African Nations Championship. A third group stage match for Kenya. Morocco having played just the one, a victory over Angola. Morocco having the early chance. Aitwar Khan fouled by captain on the day, Mike Kibwage of Kenya. And from the resultant set piece, an attempted chip was headed across goal and then onto the woodwork and away. Kenya survived as the offside flag eventually went up against Morocco. That effort glazed over, but would have been in vain. Morocco looking to show early impetus in this fixture, trying to pressurise Kenya in the opening minutes. They've struggled to settle in the opening two fixtures. In this one, they found their rhythm a little earlier and found some tempo. Morocco was still aiming to push. Riai teeing it up for El Makhraoui, who had a shot that was on target but saved by Omondi, who was down to his left rather quickly. Ben Stanley Omondi then looked for an effort. He created space. Ryan Ogam then latched onto the loose ball, and with 6 Morocco players directly in front of him, he was able to slide the ball past El Merdi Al Kharar in the Morocco goal. Morocco scrambling defensively, but still weren't able to prevent that one from tucking into the back of the Morocco net. Ryan Ogam sending Kenya into rapture just minutes from half-time. But the drama was not done. In the closing moments, deep in added time, Anas El Makhraoui was fouled by Crispin Irambo, and the referee, having a look at it and VAR, determined that the challenge was serious foul play. Crispin Irambo collected the red card, becomes the second player to be red carded in this tournament for Kenya. 1-0 Kenya lead at half-time, but they're down a player.
Ladies and gentlemen, and the scorer for Kenya is none other than jersey number 15, Ryan Wesley Rabok Ogo. DJ, let's do this, my brother. From another mother. Take the capacity.
Representing 200,000 music listeners. You know who it is.
Here, we're known for our sense of service. It's all about finding ways to support you. Day after day, doing everything we can to be useful and providing energy in all its forms. Everywhere, every time.
Here come Kenya. The players making their way back out. Morocco 2. The technical officials making their way out of the tunnel as well. A technical team from the respective sides. There's still hope for Morocco. They've got 45 minutes to play and they're up against an opponent that is down by a player. That's the man that has scored the only goal of this game so far. Ryan Ogam with a delightful strike from the left boot, steering Kenya in front. 42 minutes into this tie. Will his strike be enough to see Kenya to victory? There's still a long road ahead, and that man, Tariq Sekdoui's team, is desperate for a result. Morocco have only twice suffered defeat at the African Nations Championship. They lost in the quarterfinals in 2014, and they lost the group stages in 2016. A 1-0 defeat to Côte d'Ivoire in 2016, their last loss. Since then, the 2018 and 2020 titles. And Ryan Ogam sees his side in front. There is going to be a change at half-time, and as expected, Alpha Onyango is going to make his way onto the park. They needed somebody in that role. The player who's been sacrificed is Edward Omondi. So Alpha Onyango, who was player of the match against Democratic Republic of Congo in their opening fixture, makes his way on now. And will join his teammates in the huddle. Morocco also looks set to make a change. Sabir Boujrin, one of the Raja players, is waiting to make his way on. It's Bellamari, one of the outstanding players in the opening half for Morocco. On a couple of occasions, nearly created goal-scoring chances for a Moroccan side that dominated possession. In the final huddle, Morocco are going to make a double change. Youssef Mehri is going to make his way on as well. There's confirmation of Onyango on, Alpha Onyango. Edouard Omondi, the player, substituted off at half-time. And there'll be a change for Morocco as well before the second half gets underway. Mehri and Boujrin will make their way on. Mehri, closest to your screen, wearing 21, part of the Berkane side that won the CAF Confederation Cup this past campaign. Boujrin with Raja. So El Mohraoui has made way, and perhaps that's a precaution after taking that boot to the shins from Irambo at the end of the opening half. Aïdouar Khan as well has made way. So Boujrin and Mehri, the two substitutes on at half-time for Tariq Sekdoui. Bear in mind, he had to make an early change, injury-enforced, after they lost Ayoub Mouloua to injury. Younes El Kabi was a first-half substitute for Morocco. So, confirming the substitutions, Boujrin and Mehri are on. Now, before the second half gets underway, the referee has gone over to the Kenya technical area and he's summoned Benny McCarthy and he's going to give him a yellow card. Sarcastic applause from Benny McCarthy. Second half gets underway. It's Morocco who start proceedings through substitute Sabir Boujrin. Kenya in the red. They're down by a player, they're up by a goal. They've collected 2 of the 3 red cards in the tournament so far, and they've done it in successive matches. Marvin Nabuira in the last against Angola, Crispin Irambo here. First red card of the tournament went the way of Dax, the Madagascar captain, in a goalless draw with Mauritania in Group B. Incidentally, no side who has received the red card has conceded yet at this tournament. Maybe that'll change here, through, and immediately looking to strike. It's just dragged this effort past. Youssef Mehri, the Berkane striker, dangerously close to finding an equaliser mere seconds after the restart. Runs onto it, breaks to the side of Owino, who does enough perhaps just to put him off. And Mehri fires wide. Marrakesh born, began his career in Marrakesh with KAC. Made his professional debut in the second tier, the Botola 2 in 2019. Stepped up in 2022 to Hassania Agadir, scored against Wydad. His first goal. And the rest, as they say, is history. Berkan. Rassi looking to combine with Mufid, playing very high in the second half on Morocco. Playing with a bit more of a low block in the first half, but that seems to have gone out the window. They're down by a player and they're looking to capitalise. They're down by a goal and they're looking to capitalise on the one-player advantage here, I suspect. Rimat. Sinaj putting him under pressure. Through ball, a little bit of space opening up again. Just pulled back by Boujrin. Now wide to Mufid. He's wide of Ben Stanley Omondi. A couple of Kenyan players go down, I think in collision with one another. This ball in toward the back post, and from a Kenya perspective, put to safety by Bandi. Belamari looking dangerous. Morocco have their first corner of this game. A hushed silence around the venue. Omondi was impeded as he tried to collect that ball. Free kick to Kenya. Luadni. Some contact on the keeper. It's by Omondi. Morgan goes down, but nothing in it. He continues. Here's Luadni, Mufid, former under-17 star for Morocco. Mufid tries the long ball forward. He's back in Morocco now, is Mufid, after 2 seasons in Qatar, in the Qatar Stars League with Salal. Signing for Royal Armed Forces, or Asfar, as they're more commonly known, in July. El Harar with a little bit of work to do. He recovers nicely after Luadni had laid the ball back to his left. He's one of the changes at half-time. Again, Mansour disrupts Morocco's progress. Bash now. Rimat on the halfway line. Boujrin back to Luadni. Morocco moving the ball around with great deal more purpose, looking to find gaps and exploit. Free kick to Morocco in a very dangerous position. Mikey Bouage is incensed with the decision. Riai down, referee had no hesitation in calling free kick. Alfonyango. A standout performance in the first fixture as Kenya made their African Nations Championship debut. Just catching Riai. The Gor Mahia man. Started his way at Gor Mahia Youth after high school, worked his way into the first team. Five minutes gone in the second half. Kenya will be watching the clock throughout. Kenyan fans will be on the edge of their seats. And they certainly are. In this Moi International Sports Centre in Nairobi. 3-player wall. Boujrin, the experienced Raja man, looks to chip it. Kenya clear. It'll be a Morocco corner. Bundy's put in a couple of key clearances so far. Very versatile player is Bundy. Looking to keep the ball away from that man, Yunus El Gabi. Fine finisher. They've got height at set pieces, not looking to use it with the direct delivery here. Bosch goes all the way back to his keeper, Harar. Hashtag Total Energies Chan 2024. If you want to get involved in social media. Mufid making a fine run. Now that delivery is a little too strong. Lamar is looking to keep it in play on the far side, but despite a valiant effort, we'll see the ball out of play. And Kenya have a moment's respite. Nearly 60 final third entries for Morocco in this game, only 15 for Kenya. But they've got the all-important goal. Ryan Ogam's strike separates the sides. Primat. Luadni. Rasi. Mufid. Kenya, for a moment, had 10 back behind the ball, with Amadi playing very high. Bouzrin over the top, that'll be too hard. Just too much. Fresh legs on the park and hasn't quite found his range. For now, it's delight for Kenya, they lead. And Morocco are barely letting Kenya out of their own half in this second half. Mondi was up to the challenge against Angola. Made 6 fine saves to deny Angola. As they went in search of a goal that would have taken them in front after the red card for Naguire. Good little turn and go here. Kenya again scramble through, appeals for a penalty, and referee says penalty. Boniface Mushiri. Mushiri down. The referee points to the penalty mark. Checked by VAR. Tarek Siktoui is incensed. Morocco stand in disbelief. The referee is trying to grab the attention of the Morocco keeper, El Kharar, and take him back to his goal line to prepare to stare down a penalty from 12 yards out. Effectively 10 minutes gone in the second half. Kenya down by a goal. The referee will go and have a look at this again. He's made the call, made the decision in real time, but now has been advised to go and have a look at it. Needs to see if the decision stands. Kenya wait patiently for the chance to take this set piece. The referee Vincent Kabore is having a look. Decision made. He will reveal it now. No penalty. Relief for Sikdoui, relief for Morocco, disappointment for Kenya. It's a free kick though to Kenya, just outside the area. Shiri on the outside. So free kick to Kenya in a very handy position. Shiri, the Ulinzi Stars man. Ulinzi means defence. Ogam stands over it. It's a tight angle if he's to go for it directly. Ogam looks to try, and oh so nearly in. Owino got his head on the end of it, but more importantly for Morocco, they've only just managed to keep it out, courtesy of Mufid. Out for the corner it goes. Owino agonisingly close to celebrating a second goal for Kenya on the day. They still lead. Coming up towards the hour mark. From the corner. Fourth corner of the game for Kenya, delivered decently. It's there for Ogam to control, tries to hit. Which is the very end of his toe. Lewis Bundy is back to collect for Kenya, steers it forward. One on the far side, Owino is trying to keep that in play, but that's gone over the goal line. It'll be a goal kick to Morocco. An opportunity lost just before the hour mark for Kenya. Ogam showing some ambition, trying to go near post, took a deflection off the wall and nearly found its way in at the back post. And a good passage of play that for Kenya. The bulk of the minutes in this second half have been spent deep inside Kenya territory. Not only did they break clear, he nearly scored as well. Thrilling for the host nation too, that the host nations, it's still early days effectively, but Mzize of Tanzania, Austin Odhiambo, the two leading scorers in the tournament so far. 2 goals apiece. Odhiambo on the bench for Kenya. Mzize having scored a brace against Madagascar. Kenya defends stoically. Look to try to escape on that far side again. Ogam charging to a central position forward. Ben Stanley Omondi challenging down that far flank. He made his National Super League debut at Midori Youth as a 16-year-old while still at school. St. Peter's Mumias. Morocco are making another couple of changes here, and indeed these are their last changes. On the hour mark, they're bringing on the very, very dangerous Oussama Lamloui. There he is, leading scorer in the CAF Confederation Cup this season as Berkane won the title after finishing as runners-up the previous season. He's on for Arasi. Through here, maybe another chance, and that ball is unkindly ricocheted off the shins of Ogam and into the hands of El Harar. Morocco look to escape. The other player on, incidentally, Salah El-Din Eraouli, the Olympic Safi man. Mushiri here couldn't keep it in play. And Benny McCarthy has a stern word at Mushiri. Just a moment ago, Ogam and Luadni side by side. The unkind ricochet of Ogam's shin is because Luadni got an all-important touch on the ball. Kicked it into the leg of Ogam. Bushiri is on the turf at the moment and just needing a little medical attention. Ogam still agonised at that last opportunity. He's going to make a change shortly. He's going to make a couple of changes. Sakwa is one of those who's set to make his way on. The other is going to be the introduction of Austin Odongo. I think he might be given a chance. It looks like Umija's going to make his way on as well. I can tell you out of screen. Mushiri battling to control that. Onyango battling to control, and then Mushiri pulling up on the inside and going over. So he's being marshalled to the near side, and David Sakwa of Bandari is being spoken to by Benny McCarthy. So it looks like he's going to make just the two changes. It's going to be Alfonso Mija, the Gurmaya defender, and David Sakwa of Bandari. They're going to make their way on. Referee signalling to his watch, no time lost. So double change, and Ogam is going to make way. He'll be applauded for his effort in this game, and indeed the fine goal that he scored. Delightful, delicate and deft. Mushiri, the other player, needing to leave the field of play. Alfonso Mija is on, and so too is David Sakwa. Morocco in possession. Mufid. Over an hour gone in this game. There'll be plenty of time added on at the end of 90, we suspect. Rimat. Rimat again. New touch from Mehri. Eraouli goes around the outside of Mansour. It's there to be hit, and it's hit over. Bouzrine had the chance to score. Kabi also had an opportunity, potentially. The two players were waiting inside that 18-yard area. Eraouli round the outside. Kabi wanted it. Bouzrine with a chance to hit it after, I think, Youssef Mehri got a touch on it. Sedoué, can't believe it. He was an attacking winger in his playing day. He scored a good few goals in his time. Not quite so many as Benny McCarthy, who, out of screen, has just seen the ball come his way, and he's kept the ball in the air with a few touches. And he's being applauded for his footballing skills again, Benny McCarthy. He'll be applauded for his coaching skills again, if indeed Kenya can avoid defeat in this fixture. He will be absolutely lauded if they can claim victory. 20 minutes gone in the second half, and Kenya still lead by that Ogam goal to nil. Mufid. Whipped in, comfortably away. Mourinho back. Mansour helps it on its way. Rimat heads it back into the 18-yard area of Kenya. The ball will be out of play on the far side, and Morocco will have another throw. Riai, waiting for the fullback, takes the throw in himself. Seeking his captain. Turns down by Sakwa. Long range on the cards. Mufid strikes. But he strikes wildly, and it'll be a goal kick. Chants and jeers as Mufid trying to go from range. Joined Wydad last year after winning a league title and a thrown crown with Royal Armed Forces. Over the top, is he onside? A scramble here. Morocco seek possession. Lamija works the ball to safety. Lamloui seemed to be onside. Throw in taken quickly by Morocco. The referee wants them to take it again, though. Working that ball across. Louadni now into a little space. They haven't lost their composure, Morocco, but they are playing with a greater sense of urgency, not quite desperation. They're going flat out at Kenya, and Kenya are so far proving resilient. They've absorbed so much pressure in this game. Again, the ball landed kindly for Morocco, but again, Kenya work it away. And Stanley Omondi getting involved defensively. Some concerns for Mansour, who's down. Kibwage getting involved, and the Kenyan players are appealing to the referee for a card. Eventually it comes the way of Youssef Mehri. The half-time substitute. Caution here. Delivery in. Alpha Nyong'o got it away. Mansour again showing so much courage to go in for the challenge. Ball skews away, but he's caught by Mehri, who's subsequently cautioned. So a few cautions that have come, including one to Kenya coach Benny McCarthy. The red card for Crispin Irambo as well. And Mehri, the latest Moroccan player to be cautioned. The good news is Mansour is back on his feet. Long ball up towards Sakwa. Heads it back. Mansour nods it forward. Onyango is alongside him. Stanley Omondi couldn't bring that ball down cleanly after the flick on by Kibwage. Through ball, great opportunity for Morocco, but Omondi's first to react, comes off his line and collects ahead of El Kabi. Khimat looking for that through ball again. Thrilling, edge of your seat stuff, and just as I say that, Bandi is unable to reel this ball in. Raised in Hamza Makadara. First started playing in the Makadara Junior League. Another probing ball that fails to find a target. Omondi eventually picks up the ball. 70 minutes gone, 20 remain plus added time. Still plenty of opportunity for Morocco to work their way back into this game, but also for Kenya to capitalise on their advantage. Is that a back pass? No, it's a foul on Louadni. Morocco are dominating the possession, well over 2/3 of the possession in this game. Omondi needs to be careful as well with the amount of time he's holding the ball. He's got 8 seconds to release it. In the first game against Democratic Republic of Congo, he was fortunate to get away with one where he didn't release it, and indeed a corner was awarded to Democratic Republic of Congo, who failed to use it. You don't want to be giving chances to Morocco, who might have another one here. Siraji closes down the opportunity for Morocco. Corner kick. North Africans, the Atlas Lions, looking to roar back into contention here. They're probing, they're prodding, but Kenya stand firm. Riahi. Toward the back post. Good nicely defended. Buzrin keeps it in play. Himat. That's called goal kick. Omija senses it's time to inspire. Himat feeling that there was a corner kick. The ball had gone out over the goal line before it caught Omija. That's why it was called a goal kick. Siraji, Mansour, Eraouli and Mansour come together. Nothing wrong, says the referee. In the middle of the park, Buzrin, his pass intercepted by Onyango. Nicely done by Onyango, who glides past two before Frimat puts in the challenge. Let's see the ball back for Morocco. The North Africans have done so much right, but Kenya have just proved how inspired they are at this African Nations Championship. Delivery in, squeezed away. Sylvester Owino. Silly to some. There's nothing silly about that clearance. Another corner to Morocco. They're racking up the corners now. Their fifth corner of this half. Biahi toward the back post. Nobody there. Buzrin there to recover though. Laid in. The header is on target, but Ondi well positioned again. Claims it confidently. Denies Morocco again. A third shot on target for Morocco. We've got another player down. Referee Kabore on the spot, controlling matters. Riai having fed in from the corner. Return ball. Luadni might have actually caught his own player. Oh no, it does catch Owino. Excellent positioning from Omondi. He's learning from one of the great goalkeepers in South Africa's history, Munib Josephs. Sits on the bench as goalkeeper coach for Benny McCarthy's technical team for Kenya. McCarthy with a few instructions. It looks like Daniel Sakari is going to be making his way on momentarily. McCarthy is not going to just shore up the defence here. He wants his side to play, it seems. And he is going to bring on the captain as well. Kenya have been tireless, have been inspired, and they lead despite being down to 10 men against the twice champions Morocco, who are staring a first defeat since 2016 in the face here. 9 years since their last defeat at an African Nations Championship. 15 games still alive for Morocco though. Mufid looks to squeeze it in and might land kindly. Worked away. Sakwa doing everything he can. Ball out of play. It'll be a substitution for Kenya here. It's a double change. Ben Stanley Omondi is going to make way. And on in his place, Daniel Sakari. And indeed Omar Aboud, the two Kenya police players, will be making their way on. Siraj makes his way off. Omar Aboud is being warmly welcomed onto the pitch. The Kenya captain at this tournament didn't start today's game. With the reigning league champions. Sakari on as well. Also with Kenya Police. Mufid toward the back post. Kenya again defending stoically. They're playing with so much structure and discipline. Mufid delivers again. The header is there to be had. And it loops over the crossbar. They were lining up, were El Kabi and Lamlui. El Kabi with a touch on it. Kenya taking massive strides towards the knockout stages, so it become only the third Chan debutants to advance. Job not quite done with Kenya, are edging ever closer. Krimat. Bujrin wanted it, instead he's gone the way of Erahuli, who now finds Bujrin under pressure from Sakari, who's immediately into the action. Both sides have made all 5 changes available to them. Aboud, not only a fine player, but a very, very popular individual on social media in Kenya. Looking to take the throw, looking to lead Kenya over the line. Belomari, first time in his international career that Morocco have conceded while he's been on the park for any Moroccan team. Might it prove costly? Benny McCarthy is applauding the effort of his players. Look at the structure, look at the way they're lining up. There's so much discipline in the defensive effort here from Kenya. Morocco looking to find a way through, and Bino Mondi is clattered. It's a free kick to Kenya, but Kenya feel aggrieved at the power of the contact that was made. Genuine momentum. Krimat plays it over the top. El Kabi wanted it. Momentum carries him into Omondi. He tries to calm things down while Aboud was there as well. Now this is a little concerning. Hussein Mohammed, the president of the Kenyan Football Federation, FKF. Officially the Football Kenya Federation. He personally delivered the bonuses to each Kenyan player. And they've joked already that they are millionaires. Over a million Kenyan shillings that have been dispersed to each player following their opening day victory over DRC and their 1-1 draw with Angola. They might get further financial reward for a victory over Morocco here if they can hold on. We're into the final 10. Omondi's back on his feet. And Goalkeeper known for his distribution. Sends a long ball into Morocco territory. They win the free kick as Sakwa concedes. Striding forward, seeking a way through. Iraouli, Mufid. He wanted it. Great chance for Morocco here, and it's pushed wide. A brilliant bit of work from the left back. Got himself into an attacking position, controlled, turned, but fired wide. Excellent work from Boujrin to lay it back in. A little bit too much space gifted to the flying fullback Yusuf Bilamari in the area. Got away from Kibwage as he turned on Naoda. McCarthy watches that ball sail wide. Morocco still alive. They've had 6 shots from inside the 18-yard area of Kenya. Still only 2 shots on target from Morocco in this game. He's been equal to the challenge when he has been called upon. Iraouli. Boujrin. There's Vuadni from a long way out. Steered clear. Manzour. Boujrin into the danger area. Again, it's Lamloui and El Kabi charging at one. This looks problematic for Kibwage, but Sakari is chasing. Sakari, it's a 1-on-2. He's a long way out, trying to find a little space for support, and lays it in behind where Onyango was. Recovered by Imadriai. Referee eventually calls for the play on. The Kenya captain, who started the day as Kenya captain. Kibwage is down. El Harar now receives the late caution. Kenya, unbeaten after 2 games, are agonizingly close to getting over the line in a 3rd consecutive fixture in their debut tournament. Ben McCarthy surprising many with his starting lineup today, making 6 changes from the Angola draw, and giving first opportunities to the likes of Siraj and Bandi. Omija, having made his way on a short while ago, continues to help Kenya defend. Morocco are not done yet, but Kenya are tantalizingly close to securing something special. Now, this is problematic for Kenya. Kibwage is down. Play gets back underway. They're already down a player owing to the red card, and now Kibwage is receiving treatment. So Morocco are playing against 9 men. Shot comes in, but it's blocked. It's bodies on the line stuff. Bandi again committing courageously for Kenya. Rimat. Kibwage is back on his feet. I can tell you he wants to get back onto the field of play. Riai looks from range out towards Mufid, who's in a very advanced position. Delightful looking cross, but Omondi comes off his line and claims confidently. Massive cheers all around the Moi International Sports Centre. Kenya edge closer. Kibwage wants to make his way on. He's back on now. And Kenya are back to 10 players. Still, so far at this tournament, no team has managed to score a goal against a team that was playing with 10 men. Mauritania couldn't score against Madagascar when they went down. Angola couldn't score against Kenya after they'd gone down. And Morocco so far have been unable to breach Kenya's defence in this game after the red card to Crispin Rambo. All of those 3 red cards, incidentally, have come in the first half in this tournament, which is rather rare. Mufid. Aboud gets touch on that. It'll be a corner. Mehri down. And there's a few words spoken between Aboud and Mehri. Morocco takes short. Eraouli flicks it to Riai. It's chipped on target, but again claimed by Omundi. Silvestre Owino gestures to the crowd. And they are utterly enlivened. Maybe a chance here. Sakari on the charge. Delivery into a danger area. Onyango is running onto it, but it's cleared by Luadni. Krimat now. Eraouli. Aboud. Wrong foots his opponent. Comes away with it. Finds Sakari. And then Alpha Onyango with a long ball that is reeled in by El Harar on the opposite side of the pitch. Kenya counting. The numbers that matter. Kenya 1, Morocco 0. 2 minutes to play, plus added time. Mufid. Eraouli. Space opening up here potentially. Mufid charges onto it, but again, massive commitment from Aboud. Kenya escape. Use the transition ball here. Mansour has a couple of options in support. Looks to go the way of Sakari. Back with Mansour. He's fouled. Takes the hit by El Kabi. And Kenya have a set piece from which they can run the clock down even further. The crowd. Tears in their eyes as they watch this fixture. Sakari looks to cut back on the inside, still comes away with it, gets away from Boujrin. Sakari fires it across the face of goal toward the back post, but El Harar, a fine save, exceptional save, down quickly to his right to deny Kenya a second. Krimat looks to restart the Moroccan attack. We're into the 90th minute. Eraouli. Aboud makes the challenge. Again, it's against Mehri, the Rakan man. Free kick to Morocco late on. Mufid out to Eraouli. Looks for a way through. Kenya set up that disciplined structure again. Oh, problem here. 7 minutes of additional time as we hit the 90. Ball in. It's there for Omondi, who collects it on the bounce. Every Kenyan player is playing with the utmost commitment. They are putting their bodies on the line. Sakwa, the latest of them. It's been commitment, dedication, sacrifice, and genuine belief in their ability. Kenya were told they couldn't do it, but they are getting the job done. The belief is sky high. El Harar with an excellent save. Denying Sakari late on. Omondi with ball in hand. opening up. Abud makes a vital interception, but the flag is up for offside. Just over 5 minutes of additional time remains. Morocco playing with a game plan that borders on desperation. Such is the urgency for an equaliser. Kenya playing with an unbelievable commitment. Sakari. It'll be a throw into Kenya on the near side. It'll be a free kick rather to Morocco. Into it quickly. Mufid. Morocco seek a way through. They're trying the flanks. Mufid again tries, can't get past Mansour, who's delighted the crowd for the umpteenth time in this game. Morocco, with nearly 100 final third entries in this game, haven't found a goal. Omondi comes out, committed, toward the back post. Boujrin seeks a way through, can't find it, closed down quickly. Straight through, and Omondi reads it brilliantly. Alert, aware, and to the rescue for Kenya once more. 4 minutes of added time remains. A historic result on the cards here in Nairobi. Omondi applauded by his teammates. He'll be lauded by the entire country, and indeed beyond, if he can maintain a clean sheet in the closing minutes here. Kenya have showed fight and heart in this game. Throw into Morocco. Ball to Himat. Mufid. Erahouli cuts inside. Looks for the return ball to Mufid. Cuts it back into a danger area. Riahi toward the back post, and there to save the day is Mija. Throw in Morocco. 3 minutes of added time remain. Erahouli chipped in. Sakari gets a touch on it. Bundy's there, and he'll clear. It'll be a throw into Morocco that Bellamari will take. Maybe shot from range on the cards. It's being lined up and it's fired high. Rimat cannot deliver. The captain looking to take responsibility. And the real credit here is to the defensive structure of Kenya. Morocco realizing they can't break down Kenya's defense from close quarter action. They tried to take their luck from range. Owino's been standout. Mansour has been exceptional. Every player of Kenya has been utterly committed today. Even Irambo, who was so committed to playing with that physicality that Benny McCarthy asked for, that he was unfortunately red-carded for being a little too aggressive in a challenge near half-time. Playing with 10 men, Kenya have been outstanding. They concede the corner here. Owino takes no, and Mija takes no chances. Bellamari, and he too goes high and wide. Morocco, 3 consecutive clean sheets, 12 in total in Chan. That's gone. In 20 Chan matches, they've only lost 2. It might become 3 in 21. 5 straight wins, all by at least 2 goals, unbeaten in 14 matches since they beat Rwanda as hosts in 2016 with a 4-1 victory. Their last defeat in Côte d'Ivoire, or against Côte d'Ivoire, 1-0 in 2016 in the group stages. They're only lost in 13 group stage matches. But Kenya, making their tournament debut, are doing something virtually unparalleled. And they're doing it with 10 men on the park. That ball kept in place. The assistant on the far side, Dirirelye of Djibouti. Morocco, one last chance. Krimat calling for his players to... that's going to be a free kick to Morocco, is it? Yes, it is. Referee will be looking at his watch. Morocco will be agonising over this. They need to try to create a final chance here. Kenya need to stand firm. They've done so the entire match. They did it with 11 men. They've done it even better with 10. El Kabi looks for the acrobatic finish, but seems to have made contact with Omija here. Yellow card for El Kabi, and maybe the chance gone for Morocco. Play will get back underway when Bino Mundi starts the free kick, but they're all watching the referee. Every eye in this venue is watching the referee. Whistle in the mouth, and Omondi kicks it forward. Vincent Kabore signals the end of the tie. It's a brave, bold, beautiful day for Kenya. The Harambee Stars, on their tournament debut, have beaten the most successful team in the tournament, the two-time champions Morocco. They go top of the group with 7 points and have 1 foot into the knockout stages. It's been a masterful display. It's been a story of resilience. It's been absolutely exceptional to watch. Ryan Ogum with the decisive moment in the game on 42 minutes with a left boot, past 6 Moroccan players with precision to find Kenya's goal, the only goal of the game. That's how it finishes. Kenya 1, Morocco 0. There is delirium and pandemonium here in Nairobi. The streets were humming with anticipation, but they're absolutely buzzing with delight now. Tariq Dewey and his Morocco side defeated for the first time in 15 games at an African Nations Championship. Morocco are undone. But every Kenyan player can put their hand up. Every squad member, the commitment was unparalleled. Every player could be collecting this award, but the man of the match today is the goalkeeper, Bino Mundi.
Total Energy is man of the match, number 23, goalkeeper of Kenya. Thank you. Naweza sema game imekuwa poa. Tuna give thanks to God for supporting my fans and everyone. So tunashukuru kwa win. I can say all of this is because of the teamwork. All of this is because of teamwork. I appreciate everything.
A view of Moi International Sports Centre in Nairobi, the focal point for so many Kenyans today. Eyes focused on Benny McCarthy's Harambee Stars, and they did not disappoint. That man was utterly outstanding. Suleiman Mansour. Omar Aboud took Kenya over the line as captain. And now they can celebrate. Job done. And Kenya do not concede, despite 10 men on the pitch for the second successive match at this African Nations Championship. It's utterly remarkable. a confident Kenya, a committed Kenya. Statistically, how they lined up, Morocco with the lion's share of possession. Nearly 3/4 of the possession in this game. Kenya at 25% effectively. But they still carved out 7 shots, 3 on target, and 1 that ended up in the back of El Harar's net. That the difference between the sides. Morocco, 536 passes